Good afternoon, students. Can you all hear me?
Good afternoon, madam.
Right. We are going to start object-oriented programming. If I quickly summarize what we have covered so far, we discuss about what is object-oriented programming, and we discuss the evaluation of programming, the types of programming, and then I introduced Java. And last week, with my recording, I asked you to do the installation of Java and Notepad++ for your computer. So those who haven't done that thing, I'm going to quickly show you how to do that. So you have to access your web browser, whatever the familiar web browser to you, and then you can go to Google. So your search engine, this is where we search things to download or access. So in your search engine, you can type download Java, right? And then press enter. So here these are the options that you all can see. I recommend to click on the second suggestion because this is where the Oracle, the company has introduced Java officially. It's better if you can click on the second link and download this Java from there. When you scroll down, you have these three options. I hope you all are using Windows operating system. So click on Windows, and then you have the middle option, installer. Click on this link, then it will download quickly. So that is how you download Java for your computer, because your computer is not a designed computer for these computer programs and all. I mean, when you purchase a computer, they do not give this Java with all other applications, because programming languages are specially designed for the people who learn programming languages and who use these programming languages to develop computer programs. So if you're supposed to practice Java, then you have to download and install it to your computer. So once it is downloaded, you can open the downloaded file, double click on that, and then you can successfully install it into your computer. The installation part is not difficult, it is easy. You can easily download and install this Java to your computer. Since I'm using a MacBook, I just wanted to show you how to install Java in Windows operating system, because I know y'all are using Windows operating system. So I just wanted to show you that. So I'll take a small video from YouTube and I will show you. Let's take how to download and install Java on Windows. So you also can familiar with these things, because I know y'all are uh, not from fully IT background. Doesn't matter. You can get familiar with these things. If you have a problem, if you have issue, then use YouTube, your AI assistant, Google to search things and get the output. So here we are going to do this downloading process and installation. So let's take So let's take this video.
Using ChatGPT like Google, that's why it feels useless. Try this instead. So, hello everyone, I welcome you.
Yeah, can someone confirm whether you can hear the voice of this video?
Channel. So happy new year all. So today I'm going to show you how to install the latest version of Java on a Windows.
Yes, madam.
Right.
Yes, madam.
Thank you, Janit. So please check the video. This is an Indian video. Most of the time, these IT related things, IT related videos, we can find with this Indian country. The thing is, they all are doing these things. They are doing research related to IT. They are very dedicated people who doing this kind of IT related research and all. So most of tutorials, those kind of things we can find related to this field. But if that uh, if that narration is not clear to you, then please let me, I'll explain it again to you.
System. So to install Java, you need to first simply go to your favorite browser, and in that this bar, you need to just simply search with JDK download. So remember, it's JDK download, not Java download.
So here you can see this person has typed JDK download, not Java, but both are same. If you type Java download or JDK download, they will listed the same thing, because JDK is the official package they use to call that Java software. But since that is not very frequent to you, I use Java, but you can use either JDK or Java. Both are same and it will give you the same output.
So don't worry, I am going to put this link in the description. So you can just simply, click on that link in order to land over this Java download page. So here I need to click on Java download, and you'll be, landed over to Java download page, and this link you will get in the description as well. So you can directly, come to this page by clicking on that link in the description. So once you are here, you need to scroll down, and you can see that our Java 19.0.1 is available to download for Linux, macOS and Windows. So depending upon what operating system you are using, Linux, macOS or Windows, you need to switch to those tab and to click on this MSI installer. Okay, so just simply click on this download, and it will going to start downloading.
And here you can see it asks you to download third one, MSI. That's also fine. So you can go to either the middle one or this thing.
Java, the MSI one. MSI basically means Microsoft installer. Okay, so since we are installing it on Windows, I'm going to choose MSI installer. So here you can see that our Java is rightly downloaded. So just simply click on the installer, and here just simply click on next. So I'll just simply minimize my browser, and here is going to be where Java is going to be installed. That is the C program files in Java JDK 19. If you want to change the installation destination, you can easily do that by just simply clicking on this change button. But I'll be recommending you keep this default and click on next. And it will ask you for administrative privileges. Just simply click on yes. And you can see our Java is rightly started installing. So installing Java will take some time, about 2 to 3 minutes, I would say. So let's wait for some time, and then I'll be again coming back to this video. Yep. So welcome back. And now you can clearly see that our Java is rightly installed. So you can just simply close it. So now that you know that our Java is rightly installed, it's time to do a very important step. So for that, you need to click on the search icon, and here just simply search with environ, and you will get edit the system environment variables. So here you need to click on that, and it will go to.
Right. So no need to concern this part. So I hope you all got the understanding about how to install Java in Windows operating system. Very easy. You just have to visit Google, type JDK download or Java download, then visit the Oracle website, then click either this one or this one, then it will download the application. Then you have to double click on that application, and then continuing the application installation process, they will ask you to read the terms and conditions, and then click on next, then click on agree, so those kind of things. So you can proceed that thing and you can finish. So that is how you do the installation part. Very easy. දැන් මේක ඉන්ස්ටෝල් කරනකොට අමුතු කිසිම දෙයක් නැහැ. ඔයා වෙන software එකක් ඉන්ස්ටෝල් කරනවා වගේ ඩවුන්ලෝඩ් කරපු ෆයිල් එක ඩබල් ක්ලික් කරන්න. ඊට පස්සේ අර usual software එකක වගේ next කියන එක දීගෙන ගියා. ඊට පස්සේ finish කරන්න තියෙන්නේ. Very easy. I'm not going to show that because I already installed that thing, because it's no point of wasting time for the installation during this kind of live session, because we have so many things to discuss rather than discussing the installation process. In my recording also, which I have done in my previous week, I discuss how to do the installation process. So now you know how to uh, install Java. So now you have done one thing. So you have done Java installation. Now Java is already available in your computer. So now you want to double check whether you have successfully installed it to your computer. How you check that? You can open the command prompt. So command prompt is a tool which we all have in our computer uh, to give instructions to your computer and execute those things. දැන් ඉස්සර මේ වගේ ලස්සන ඉන්ටර්ෆේසස් තිබුණ නැහැ. ඉස්සර හදපු කම්පියුටර්ස් වල තිබුණ කමාන්ඩ් ප්‍රොම්ප්ට් එක වගේ එකක්. ඔයගොල්ලෝ සර්ච් කරලා ඕපන් කරලා බලන්න. කමාන්ඩ් ප්‍රොම්ප්ට් එකේ එක කමාන්ඩ්ස් දෙන්නේ. අපි කම්පියුටර් එකත් එක්ක ගනුදෙනු කරනකොට කම්පියුටර් එකත් එක්ක මොනවා හරි ඉන්ස්ට්‍රක්ෂන්ස් ෂෙයා කරගන්නකොට අපි දුන්නේ කමාන්ඩ්ස්. කමාන්ඩ්ස් දිදී තමයි හැම වැඩේම කරේ. දැන් ඔය කමාන්ඩ්ස් දෙන එක ප්‍රොෆෙෂනල් ප්‍රෝග්‍රෑමර් කෙනෙක්ට ඇරෙන්න කරන්න බෑ. සාමාන්‍ය මිනිස්සුන්ට කරන්න බෑ. ඒ නිසා තමයි මේ අපිට මේ වගේ ලස්සන්ට සර්ච් බා එකක්, icons, මේ හැමදේම තියෙන ඉන්ටර්ෆේසස් ආවේ. ඊට කලින් අපි අර command prompt එක වගේ දේවල් use කළා තමයි මේ communications ඔක්කොම කරේ. Fortunately, now we have these interfaces, but in this moment, we are understanding a programming language. So we have to use this command prompt to collaboratively work with your computer. So now you have to open command prompt. I know you all are using Windows operating system. If you all are using Windows operating system, please go to the search bar. In search bar, you can type CMD, capital C, capital M, capital D, or full simple. So in my computer, I am using a MacBook. The interface is little bit different than your one. Don't confuse with that thing. So here you have to type CMD. So this is all simple. This is to search command prompt, or else you can type as command prompt. And then it will show the command prompt. You can open, you can double click on, and you can open command prompt. In my computer, I have the same thing. The name is terminal. So I'm going to open terminal. The පාවිච්චි කරන්නේ MacBook එකක්. ඒ නිසා ඒකේ අර ඔයාට තියෙන features ඒ applications ම තමයි තියෙන්නේ. හැබැයි නම් පොඩ්ඩක් වෙනස්. දැන් ඔයා search කරන්න ඕනේ command prompt එකට. search bar එකට ගිහිල්ලා Google search bar එක නෙමෙයි, ඔයාගේ computer එකේ search bar එකට. ඔයා සාමාන්‍යයෙන් Word, PowerPoint search කරන්න use කරන search bar එකට ගිහිල්ලා CMD කියලා type කරන්න. ඊට පස්සේ command prompt එකේ කළු පාටට ඒක ඩබල් ක්ලික් කරලා ඕපන් කරන්න. මගේ කම්පියුටර් එකේ කමාන්ඩ් ප්‍රොම්ප්ට් එක තියෙන්නේ terminal කියලා. ඒ නිසා තමයි මම terminal කියලා ඕපන් කරේ. So you can quickly do that and open command prompt. Then I will show you the command that you want to execute on the command prompt. Right. So hope you all have opened command prompt. So now we are going to run a command and we are going to check whether we have installed Java successfully. So now this is the command. You can type Java space minus version. So this is the command. So you should type this command and execute to check whether Java has installed correctly in your computer. If it is correctly installed, then you can see that thing and it will show the version. So I have typed the command in the chat. So if any issues, you can copy paste that thing. So when you execute, to execute, you can press enter. Type this thing and press enter. So then they will give you the Java version. This is 24. But if you all have installed Java within this week, you all can see Java 25, the latest version. But I did this few months ago. So I'm still using Java 24. And if you can't find this message after you executing this thing, or if you receive any error message like Java is not found an external or internal command, then most probably you haven't installed Java correctly or you haven't typed this command correctly. So you have to check both these two and then you can start doing the next thing. So please type this thing and check whether you have installed Java correctly. At the same time, if you don't have a device to do all these things, please maintain a book. So you can write the command to check whether Java has installed. And then you can write this command after that, because in the final exam, I will ask these things. So during this lecture time, after each and every practical session, I will give you time to practice, right? So you take that time to practice the code if you have a computer, or you take your book to write the code. So I don't care what the uh, way you all are using this thing. At the end, you have to understand all these practical things, right? Now you know how to check whether Java has installed correctly. Hope you all have done up to this point. And now we did two things. We install Java and we check whether we have successfully installed Java. Done. And now what you want to do is you want to download and install Notepad++, because Notepad++ is where we type codes, right? So you can go to the web browser again and then access Google. Here type download Notepad++. දැන් කෙනෙක්ට අහන්න පුළුවන් ඇයි අපි Notepad++ම use කරන්න කියලා. කැමති නම් Notepad එකත් use කරන්න පුළුවන්. Notepad එක ඔයාගේ computer එකේ තියෙන්නේ. හැබැයි Notepad කියලා කියන්නේ මේ programming language එකක් handle කරන්න develop කරපු tool එකක් නෙවෙයි. ඒ නිසා ටිකක් complicated if you use Notepad for your coding. But I recommend to use Notepad++ because Notepad++ is the best tool to practice these programming languages. It is freely available. So if you have data, then y'all can access and then download this thing. So here you can click on the very first link, and here this is the first link you should access, and then scroll down. Here we have something called installer. Click on installer, then it will download. Very easy, very quick. And then go to the downloaded section. Here we have the downloaded file. Double click on this and it will automatically download to your computer. So that is how we download and install a Notepad++. මේ Notepad++ කියන එකත් ඉන්ස්ටෝල් කරන එක එච්චර අමාරු දෙයක් නෙවෙයි. ඒක ලේසි. ඔයාට තියෙන්නේ මේක ඩවුන්ලෝඩ් කරගෙන easily install කරගන්න. install කරනකොට කිසිම කියන්නේ path එක change කරන්න මුකුත් configurations කිසි දෙයක් කරන්න නෑ. next කියන එක type කරන් ගිහිල්ලා ඔයාට තියෙන්නේ මේක install කරන්න. මම ඒකේ වීඩියෝ එකක් පෙන්නන්නම්. මම ඒක ඉන්ස්ටෝල් කරලා පෙන්නන්න ඇති හේතුව තමයි මම යූස් කරන්නේ Mac device එකක්. ඒ නිසා මගේ එකේ ඉන්ස්ටෝල් කරන process එකයි Windows එකක ඉන්ස්ටෝල් කරන process එකයි වෙනස්. මම ඔයගොල්ලෝ confuse වෙයි කියලා තමයි එහෙම ඉන්ස්ටෝල් කරලා පෙන්නන්න ඇත්තේ. මම මේ වීඩියෝ එකක් පෙන්නන්නේ ඔයගොල්ලන්ට ඔයාට සමහරවල් ළමයිට ඕන නැති දෙයක් පෙන්වුවොත් එයා කන්ෆියුස් වෙනවානේ මම බයයි එහෙම වෙයි කියලා. ඒ නිසා තමයි මම ඉන්ස්ටෝල් කරලා පෙන්නන්න නැත්තේ. ඔයා ඩබල් ක්ලික් කරලා ඉන්ස්ටෝල් කරගන්න. මම වීඩියෝ එකක් පෙන්නන්නම්. ඒ වීඩියෝ එකේ විදිහට තමයි ඉන්ස්ටෝල් කරන්න ඕනේ. Right. How to download and install Notepad++ for Windows.
Hello everyone, I welcome you all to GeekyScript. Today in this video I am going to show you how to install Notepad++ on Windows operating system. And after that, I'm also going to show you how we can easily run a simple Hello World HTML file within our browser. So to watch the video till the end, I can guarantee you will be learning a lot of new things about a text editor and all. So if you face any issues in middle, you can always comment in our comment sections. I'll try my best to help you. Now to install Notepad++, you need to first simply go to your favorite browser. You have to just open a new tab and you have to just simply type over here Notepad++ download and hit enter, and you'll be seeing this notepad-++.org as a first search result. So you have to click on this download notepad++ link, and you'll be seeing that our latest version of Notepad currently is version 8.6.2. So this official site of Notepad++ link I'm going to put right in our description, so you can directly use that link to land over to this official site of Notepad++. And at the time of making of this video, the version is version 8.6.2. So maybe the time when you'll be watching this video, you might see a different version. Maybe it's version 9 even. So what I can tell you is whatever steps that I'm showing on this video will be pretty much same. All right, so you don't need to worry. And if I see there is a major change on the installation steps, I'm going to make another video. All right, so don't worry. So, you can see latest version at the time of making of this video is version 8.6.2. So you need to click on that. And here is our download button. You need to click on that. And it's going to start downloading our Notepad++. So here you can see it's rightly started downloading. So once it gets downloaded, you can minimize our browser. You can go to our download directory, and here is our Notepad++ file. So let's double click on the file to install it locally on our system. And it's going to tell you that the app that you're trying to install isn't a Microsoft verified app. So which is totally fine. You can just simply click on install anyway. So on Notepad, we'll ask you for administrative privileges. Just simply click on yes. And there you go. You can see the installer language. Let's first minimize our download directory, and here you can choose any language. You can see there are a lot of languages, right? So from here, I'm going to keep the default, which is English, and click on OK. And welcome to Notepad++ setup. Just click on next. So this is our license agreement. You can always read this. Click on I agree. And this is where our Notepad++ is going to be installed. So I'll be recommending you to keep this default. Do not change anything. Just simply click on next. And these are all files that it's going to install. So you can see plugins, then functional list file, everything, auto completion files. So these are like the most important thing, right? So you need to keep everything default. Do not change anything. Just simply click on next. So I'll be also recommending you to select this create a shortcut on desktop. So it will create a sweet desktop shortcut over here. You can directly double click on that shortcut to launch our Notepad anytime. Just simply hit install, and it could start installing our Notepad++. And you can see that our Notepad++ is rightly installed. Run Notepad++. Click on finish to launch our Notepad++. So you can see it is rightly open, and this is our welcome note. So you can always read this. I'll quickly close this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to write a hello world HTML program. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to file and click on save as, and I'm going to save this file as hello world.html, and you need to click on the save as type.
Right. So I hope y'all have understood how to install Notepad++ to your computer. Very easy, very quick. So now tell me, what are the things you have done so far? First, you downloaded and installed Java. And then you check whether you have installed Java successfully to your computer. Third thing, you downloaded and install Notepad++. The next thing you should do is you have to open Notepad++ and see the appearance of Notepad++. Go to the search bar and search for Notepad++. To open this thing, you have to download and install it previously. Right. So It will open soon. Right. It already opened. So this is my Notepad++. So once you open this thing, you can see this interface on your screen. So this is where we type the code, we save the code, we do modifications. We check the output of this code using command prompt. So now understand this thing. We type the code here and then we save the code. Then we use command prompt to check the output. Good. So this is the basic interface. First, you can click on File and see what are the options available. We are not going to use all. You can click on Save As to save your file in a location, right? So now when you click on Save As, you have to choose a folder, because it's better if you can create a separate folder in desktop, in documents, in D drive, wherever you want to save all these Java files, because everything there is in a one place. It's easy and it's very manageable. Or else you can, no, there's no another option. The only thing is you have to create a folder and inside that you can save all these things. For an example, if you're supposed to save all these things in document, you can click on documents and then create a folder in this document. I already created that. Inside this, you can save all your Java files. දැන් අපි මෙතෙක් කරපු දේවල් තමයි ඔයා මුලින්ම Java install කරා. ඊට පස්සේ Notepad install කරා. Notepad එක open කරා. Notepad එකේ files save කරන්න. ඔයාගේ Java files save කරන්න folder එකක් හැදුවා. ඔන්න ඔය ටික තමයි මෙතෙක් වෙලා කරේ. Right. So now I'm going to show you how to write a small code and check output using these two platforms. So first you can open a new file. To open a new file, click on File. Then we have the option New. And then as soon as you open a file, you have to save that thing. Otherwise, we can't see the features in this notepad. To save this thing, you can click on File, Save As, and here you can choose your location. I ask you to create a Java folder in Document section. You can click and you can open your Java folder. So here you have a space to give a name for the file. And here you have a small drop down to select the file type. So here you can give a name. So how you give a name? Let's take a name like this. First, Java program. So this is my file name. So when you give a file name, you have to practice single word method. So here you can see I have three words, but I connected those words as a one word. That is the rule. So if you want to separate these words, you can use this underscore. දැන් අපි ෆයිල් එකට නමක් දෙනකොට හැම වෙලාවෙම ඒ නම තනි වචනයක් විදියට දෙන්න ඕනේ. නැත්තම් මේක අපි එක්සිකියුට් කරන්න ගන්නකොට මේකේ පොඩි පොඩි errors එනවා. දැන් හිතන්නකෝ ඔයාට වචන තුනක් දෙන්නම ඕන කියලා, තුනක් හෝ එකකට වැඩියෙන්. ඒ වගේ අවස්ථාවක ඔයාට එක්ක ස්පේසස් අයින් කළා, එහෙම නැත්නම් අන්ඩර්ස්කෝර් එකකින් ඒවා කනෙක්ට් කළා වචන තුන දෙන්න පුළුවන්. So that is how you have to give a name for the file. So now you gave a file, and now what you're supposed to do, you have to uh, expand this thing and give a file type. So you have to give a file type because uh, you're working on Java. So you have to tell your computer, please save this file using Java. Because I'm working with Java, I want to get the corresponding output. So here you can scroll down this thing and find the type Java source file. So your file should be saved as a Java source file. ඔයාගේ file එක ඔයා save කරන්න ඕනේ Java source file එකක් විදිහට. So you can click on Java source file and then click on save. Then you can click on yes. Right. So now you also can try this thing. Please try. Um, Open a file and then go to save as, give a file name, give this name, and then change the save as type as Java source file, and then save this to a folder that you have created. Finish. So now is the time to type your very first code. So I am giving time and I do this slowly because I want to practice this from your side as well. Don't just listen this and see this and ignore. Please do the practice or else write everything in a book. So now we are going to start the very first code. So if you remember, we discussed the concept called classes in Java. So whatever you write in this code, you have to write inside a class. So you have to type the word class and then keep a space. Then you have to give a name for the class. Remember the activity we did to create a class for your garage. So I told you you have 5 cars in the garage and I asked you to create a class and object. So in there you created the class, you gave a name for the class. So here also you have to do the same thing. Write the word class. All letters should be simple because Java is case sensitive. It treats capital letters, simple letters differently. So in this case, you have to write everything in simple unless I inform it to you. Then you can give a name for the class. So in this platform, you have to give the same name you gave for the file. ඔයා ෆයිල් එකට දීපු නමම තමයි ක්ලාස් එකේ නම විදියට දෙන්න ඕනි. එතනදී ඒක බලන් ටයිප් කරන්න එපා. හොඳම දේ තමයි copy paste කරන්න. මොකද අපි ටයිප් කරන්න ගියොත් ඒවා වෙනස් වෙනවා. ඒ නිසා හොඳම ඔප්ෂන් එක තමයි copy paste කරන එක. මෙතන ෆයිල් කියන ඔප්ෂන් එකට ගියා save as කියන එකට ගියා මෙතනට යන්නේ මේක වෙනස් කරන්න නෙමෙයි නම copy කරගන්න. ෆයිල් name එකෙන් නම විතරක් copy කරන්න. මේ .java කියන එක ඕන නැහැ. Control C and then no need to save this again. Click on cancel. Then you can paste it here because both the file name and the class name should be same. And then open these curly brackets. So these two curly brackets shows where we start the class, where we stop the class. Now you can save this. And then inside the class, definitely you have to write something called main method. Main method is the action. Without that action, you can't do anything. You can't pass anything to the console. So this is how you write that. Public static void main. String args. Then open and close curly brackets. This is your main method. Inside this, you can write the code. Public static void main. Up to this point, all letters are simple. In between each and every word, you have to keep a single space. And then open curly bracket, type the word string. So here in string, S should be capital. This is the only letter we can see as a capital letter here. Then open square brackets. අපි කොටු brackets කියලා කියන්නේ. Close the square brackets, keep a space and then type arcs. Then you can close the brackets and then again start and close curly brackets. Save this thing. Please write this thing and check whether your thing with my code. I already gave the code in the chat. Today we are doing a very slow session. You can take the time, you can practice this thing, you can write this thing, you can write my explanation. So we can do a very slow session today. Next day onwards, we can quickly and we can speed up the process. Right. So now we can check the output. So now, as I told you, we write the code in this file, but we use command prompt to check the output. So now minimize this thing, don't close, and then again open command prompt. So you know how to open command prompt. Go to the search bar and type CMD. So then it will open like this. So now these are two different applications. Your command prompt is already available in your computer, but Notepad++ is something we install later. These are two different applications. And now we should tell this command prompt to go to the folder which I have saved all my Java files and start executing those things. So you have to tell that as an instruction. Then command prompt එක කියන්නේ ඔයාගේ computer එකේ තියෙන එක application එක. Notepad++ කියන්නේ තව application එකක්. ඔයා මේ files ඔක්කොම save කරන්නේ documents වල තියෙන Java folder එකක. දැන් සාමාන්‍යයෙන් command prompt එක එයා open වෙන්නේ C drive එක ඇතුලේ ඉඳන්. එයා දන්නේ නැහැ ඔයාගේ Java folders කොහෙද තියෙන්නේ කියලා. අපි යාට file එකක නමක් දීලා ඒක execute කරන්න කිව්වොත් එයාට හොයාගන්න බෑ. ඒ නිසා අපි මේවා execute කරන්න පටන් ගන්න කලින් මුලින්ම ඔයාගේ Java folder එකේ path එක එයා ගාවට යන හැටි මෙයාට කියලා තමයි අපි execution එක start කරන්න ඕනේ. අපි කරන්න යන්නේ not command prompt එකේ current path එක change කරන එක. current path එකට අපි කියනවා cd change directory. ඊට පස්සේ පොඩි ස්පේස් එකක් තියෙනවා. ඔන්න මේක තමයි අපි දෙන command එක එයා ඉන්න තැන වෙනස් කරන්න. cd කියලා ටයිප් කරා ස්පේස් එකක් තිබ්බා. ඊට පස්සේ මේක මිනිමයිස් කරන්න ක්ලෝස් කරන්න එපා. ඔයා යන්න ඔයාගේ Java ෆෝල්ඩර් එක තියෙන තැනට. ඔයාට මතක නම් අපි ඒක හැදුවේ documents වල. මෙන්න තියෙනවා මගේ Java ෆෝල්ඩර් එක. ඔයා ඒක ඇතුළට යන්න ගිහිල්ලා දැන් ඔයාලා Windows operating system එකනේ use කරන්නේ. එතකොට ඔයාට මෙතනින් පාත් එක කොපි කරගන්න පුළුවන්. right? දැන් මගේ පොඩ්ඩක් ඔක වෙනස්. මට පුළුවන් මෙන්න මෙහෙම ඩ්‍රැග් කරලා පාත් එක කොපි කරන්න. right? ඔයා කරන්න ඕනේ ෆෝල්ඩර් එක ඕපන් කරලා මෙතන තියෙනවනේ පොඩි සර්ච් බාර් එකක් වගේ සර්ච් බාර් එක නෙමෙයි අර පාත් එක පෙන්නන එක. ඒක ඩබල් ක්ලික් කරාම නිල් පාටට ඒක highlight වෙනවා. ඒක කොපි කරගන්න. කොපි කරාම මෙන්න මේ වගේ එකක් තමයි එන්නේ. ඒක මෙතනට paste කරන්න. ඊට පස්සේ enter. දැන් ඔයාට පේනවා ඔයාගේ command prompt එකේ ඉන්නේ Java folder එක ඇතුලේ. එයාට ලේසි Java folder එක ඇතුළට ගිහිල්ලා files check කරන්න, execute කරන්න. දැන් ඔයාට පුළුවන් අර ඔයා run කරපු code එක ලියපු code එක run කරලා බලන්න. code එකක output එකක් බලන්න නම් අපිට කරන්න පුළුවන් දේවල් කීපයක් තියෙනවා. ඒ තමයි ඔයා මුලින්ම කරන්න ඕනේ ඔයාගේ කෝඩ් එක කන්වර්ට් කරන්න ඕනේ බයිට් කෝඩ් එකකට. මං තියරි කතා කරනකොට කරා අපි ඒකට කම්පයිල් කරනවා කියලා කියනවා. දෙවනි ස්ටෙප් එක තමයි ඒ බයිට් කෝඩ් එක 01 වලට කන්වර්ට් කරන්න ඕනේ. ඔන්න ඔය දෙක තමයි ඔයාට කරන්න පුළුවන් දේවල් දෙක. දැන් මම මෙතන මොකද්ද කරන්න යන්නේ මුලින්ම කම්පයිල් කරනවා. කම්පයිල් කරන කමාන්ඩ් එක තමයි Java C. Java C කියලා ටයිප් කරලා එක ස්පේස් එකක් තියන්න. ඊට පස්සේ යන්න ඔයාගේ notepad එකට ගිහිල්ලා සම්පූර්ණ ෆයිල් එකම කොපි කරගන්න. Go to file, again save as. From here you can copy the entire file name. And then cancel this thing because we wanted to copy that name. Here you can click and paste that file name. දැන් අපි මුලින්ම කරේ Java C කියලා type කරා. right? ඊට පස්සේ ඔයාගේ file name එක copy කරා මේ .java extension එකත් එක්ක. ඊට පස්සේ enter කරන්න තියෙනවා. errors තියෙනවා නම් මේ වෙලාවේ errors පේනවා. මෙතන errors නැහැ. ඕක තමයි ඔයා කරන්න ඕනේ පළවෙනිම step එක. මෙහෙම කරන්නේ ඇයි? ඔයාගේ code එක තියෙන English language එකකින්. ඒක ඔයාගේ computer එකට තේරුම් ගන්න බෑ. මේ code එක අපි convert කරන්න ඕනේ 01 කියන method එකට. මොකද ඒක විතරයි ඔයාගේ computer එකට තේරුම් ගන්න පුළුවන් වෙන්නේ. ඒක කරන steps දෙකක් තියෙනවා. පළවෙනි step එක තමයි compile කරන එක. compile කරන්නේ Java C කියලා type කරන. ඔය C කියන්නේ compile කියන වචනෙන් first අකුර අරගෙන Java C කියලා type කරා. space එකක් තිබ්බා. ඊට පස්සේ ඔයාගේ ෆයිල් එකේ නම දෙන්න ඕනේ. සම්පූර්ණ ෆයිල් එකේ නමම දෙන්න ඕනේ. ඔයාගේ ෆයිල් එකේ නම කොපි කරලා .java කියන එකත් එක්ක දෙන්න ඕනේ. ඊට පස්සේ ඔයාට පුළුවන් මේක ඉන්ටර්ප්‍රිට් කරන්න. දැන් අර බයිට් කෝඩ් එකකට කන්වර්ට් කරපු කෝඩ් එක ඔයා 0 1 වලට කන්වර්ට් කරන්න යන්න. එහෙම කරාම ලේසි ඔයාගේ කම්පියුටර් එකට ඒක එක්සිකියුට් කරන්න පුළුවන්. දැන් ඔයා Java C කියලා ටයිප් කළා ඔයා දෙන්න ඕනේ ක්ලාස් එකේ නම. ක්ලාස් එකේ නම තමයි මේක. මේක දුන්න නම් හරි. එතන ෆයිල් එකේ නම නෙමෙයි ක්ලාස් එකේ නම. කලින් ස්ටෙප් එකේ දුන්නේ ෆයිල් එකේ නම. මේ ස්ටෙප් එකේ අපි දෙන්නේ ක්ලාස් එකේ නම. දීලා එන්ටර් කරන්න. අවුට්පුට් එකක් තියෙනවා නම් පේනවා. මෙතන අවුට්පුට් එකක් නැහැ. අපි තාම කෝඩ් එක ස්ට්‍රක්චර් කරගෙන යනවා. ඔන්න ඔය ටික තමයි දැනගන්න ඕනේ. පළවෙනිම දේ කමාන්ඩ් ප්‍රොම්ප්ට් එක ඕපන් කරපු ගමන් cd කියලා දීලා ඔයාගේ ෆෝල්ඩර් එකේ පාත් එක දෙන්න ඕනේ. දැන් ඔයා බැරි වෙලා හරි කමාන්ඩ් ප්‍රොම්ප්ට් එක ක්ලෝස් කරොත් ආයි ඕපන් කරාට පස්සේ ආයි දෙන්න ඕනේ. ඊට පස්සේ ඔයා මුලින්ම කම්පයිල් කරනවා ෆයිල් එක. ඊට පස්සේ ඉන්ටර්ප්‍රිට් කරනවා ක්ලාස් එක. ඔයාගේ මේ කෝඩ් එක බයිට් කෝඩ් එකකට කන්වර්ට් කරනවා කම්පයිලේෂන් එකේ. ඊට පස්සේ ඒක 0 1 වලට කන්වර්ට් වෙනවා ඉන්ටර්ප්‍රිටේෂන් එකෙන්. ඔන්න ඔය දෙක තමයි වෙන්නේ. Right. So now you can try up to this point. I will give you like 5 to 10 minutes. Quickly practice this up to thing. Write the code, check the words, write explanation, and then I will show you the next thing that you all want to do. Hope you all have finished this thing. So now I'm going to show you how to take a small output to the screen. So now you can see, we can't see anything on the screen. So I'll show you how to do that. So you can minimize the command prompt. Don't close it, minimize it, and then open your Notepad++ again. While until we finish these things, don't close these application, just minimize and do the thing. So here what you can do is you can type this thing system.out println, right? And this is what you use to pass something to the command prompt. If you want to print something on the screen, if you want to pass something to the screen, this is the statement we use. Then මේ computing language එකේ අපි කරන්නේ instructions දීලා instructions through අපේ වැඩ කරගන්න එක. දැන් ඔයාට මොනවා හරි ස්ක්‍රීන් එකේ බලන්න ඕන නම් ඔයා ලියන්න ඕනේ කමාන්ඩ් එක තමයි මේක. මේක තමයි ඕනම දෙයකට පාවිච්චි කරන්නේ. දැන් ඔයාට ස්ක්‍රීන් එකේ පෙන්වන්න ඕන මැසේජ් එක තියෙනවනේ. ඒ මැසේජ් එක මේ බ්‍රැකට්ස් ඇතුලේ ඔයාට ලියන්න පුළුවන්. Right? So this is how we implement that thing. So if it is a word, character, sentence or paragraph, you have to write that thing in between double quotation because your computer is a machine. Your computer can't understand these words, letters and their meanings. Your computer can understand only numbers. So except numbers, for all other inputs, you have to write these double quotations. So let's type my name. Right. And then save this thing. Now we want to check the output. You know what to do. Open your command prompt. I ask you to minimize that thing. ඔයා minimize කරන්න නැතුව close කරා නම් වැරදිලා ආපහු cd කියන එක type කරලා ඔයාගේ folder එකේ path එක දෙන්න ඕනේ. Right? දැන් අපි යන්නේ මේ output එක බලන්න. Output එක බලන්න ඔයා ආපහු මේක compile කරලා interpret කරන්න ඕනේ. Modifications කරන සැරේට save කරා, compile කරා, interpret කරා. Compile කරන්න Java C කියලා type කරන්න ඕනේ. ඊට පස්සේ ඔයා දෙන්න ඕනේ සම්පූර්ණ ෆයිල් එකේම නම. ෆයිල් එකේ නමයි ක්ලාස් එකේ නමයි එකයි ක්ලාස් එකෙන් කොපි කරලා වෙනසකට කරන්න තියෙන්නේ අන්තිමට .java කියලා type කරන්න ඕනේ. ඒක දුන්න නැත්නම් මේක ෆයිල් එකක් වෙන්නේ නැහැ. හැමතිස්සෙම මතක තියාගන්න compile කරන්නේ ෆයිල් එක interpret කරන්නේ class එක. ඊට පස්සේ enter. දැන් ඔන්න මේ වෙලාවේ errors තියෙනවා නම් එයා පෙන්නනවා. errors නැහැ. දැන් ඔයා මේක interpret කරන්න යන්නේ. interpret කරන්න පාවිච්චි කරන command එක තමයි Java. ඊට පස්සේ ආපහු class එක දෙන්නේ. සම්පූර්ණ ෆයිල් එක නෙමෙයි. දීලා මේක enter කරන්න. දැන් ඔයාට පේනවා මගේ නම ස්ක්‍රීන් එකේ පේනවා. මේක තමයි output එක. මේ output එක ගන්න මම මෙන්න මෙච්චර lines ප්‍රමාණයක් ලිව්වා. ඔක තමයි සැබෑ තත්ත්වය. අපි මොනවා හරි ස්ක්‍රීන් එකේ පෙන්වන්න නම් මේ වගේ දෙයක් කරන්න ඕනේ. ඔන්න මම තව ටිකක් මේක expand කරනවා. තව line එකක් මේකට එකතු කරන්න යන්නේ. මේ පාර address එක. Something like this. And I'm going to add another thing. So if you can see, I put a semicolon here. Why we put semicolon? Because I want to tell this computer, I'm going to stop this statement from here. After this statement, I'm going to start a new statement. And then you can write another print ln, and then you can write something like this. So here we have a number. For numbers, no need to put double quotations. මොකද ඔයාගේ කම්පියුටර් එකට numbers තේරුම් ගන්න පුළුවන්. numbers වලට hidden meaning එකක් නැහැ. හැබැයි වචනයක්, sentence එකක්, word එකක් ගත්තොත් ඒවට hidden meanings තියෙනවා. ඒ නිසා අකුරු, වචන, symbol, sentences මේ ඔක්කොටම අපි double quotations දෙන්න ඕනේ brackets දෙක ඇතුලේ. ඒ double quotation එකත් ඇතුලේ තමයි content එක type කරන්නේ. හැබැයි numbers වලට එහෙම ඕනේ නැහැ. දැන් මේක save කරන්න. save කළාට පුළුවන් ආපහු command prompt එකට open කරන්න. ආපහු අපි compile කරනවා. Java C අපි class එකේ නම දෙන්න ඕනේ .java කියන එකත් එක්ක. මොකද මේක තමයි සම්පූර්ණ ෆයිල් එක. ඊට පස්සේ enter කරන්න. දැන් මට මේක ඉන්ටර්ප්‍රිට් කරන්න ඕනේ. ඉන්ටර්ප්‍රිට් කරන්නේ class එක. ওই දෙක මතක තියාගත්තා නම් ලේසි. output එක බලන්න ඕන නම් මුලින්ම command prompt එක open කරා cd කියලා දුන්නා. ඔයාගේ folder එකේ path එක දෙන්න ඕනේ. ඊට පස්සේ ඔයා හරියට folder එක දුන්නොත් මෙතන Java කියන එක පෙන්නනවා. මේ ඔයාගේ folder එකේ නම. ඊට පස්සේ අපි code එකේ output එක බලන්න මුලින්ම compile කරනවා. ඊට පස්සේ interpret කරනවා. compile කරන්නේ සම්පූර්ණ ෆයිල් එකම. ෆයිල් එකේ නම .java කියන එක තියෙන්න ඕනේ. එතකොට තමයි ඒක ෆයිල් එක වෙන්නේ. ඔයාලට තියෙන්නේ ඒක copy කරලා මෙතනට paste කරන්න java c කියන command එකත් එක්ක. ඒ වෙලාවේ මොනවා හරි errors, issues තියෙනවා නම් code එකේ ඒක පෙන්නනවා. compile කරාට පස්සේ ඔයාට මේක interpret කරන්න පුළුවන්. මේක step දෙකක්. මේ ලියපු English words ටික අපි 0 1 වලට convert කරනවා. ඇයි? ඔයාගේ computer එකට තේරෙන්නේ 0 1 විතරයි. In order to convert this thing into 0 1, we follow two steps. First step is the compilation. Second step is the interpretation. In compilation, we convert this code into a byte code. byte code කියන්නේ 01 නෙමෙයි. නිකන් 01 වලට සමානයි. හැබැයි ඒක 01 නෙමෙයි. පළවෙනි ස්ටෙප් එකේ ඒ කියන්නේ compilation එකේදී කරන්නේ මේ code එක convert කරනවා අපි byte code එකකට. ඊට පස්සේ අපි interpretation එකේදී කරන්නේ මේක convert කරනවා 01 වලට. ඔන්න ඔය steps දෙක තමයි අපි follow කරන්නේ. Right. So now on the screen, you can see my name and then the address and then 32. So this is the first exercise you should have to do. So please do this thing, type the code, check the output, and then ask if you have any questions. So I gave you the code in the chat. So the both command prompt and the code is here. So you can replace your details with here, or if you want, you can add more things to this output. You can type your name, you can type your address, you can type another number. So like that you can check this thing. So quickly do this thing. And with this, I will give you a short break. Take a 15 minutes break after this and then come back to the session by 2:45. So now it is 2:26. Take 4 minutes to complete this output and then take a 15 minutes break. By 2:45, come to the practical session. Right. Hope you all came back, and we are going to start the next part. Let me share the screen because before I start the next practical, I just want to demonstrate a small PowerPoint presentation because the next practical part related with a small theory, and I want to do that before the practical. Let me share the screen first. This one. So this is what I wanted to discuss. In this lesson, basically, I focus about the keywords and operators. Whenever you get familiar with a programming language, you all have to use these keywords. These are very practical because you have to use these keywords, and then you have to use these thing in your code. So before you use these things, you should have a proper knowledge on using these keywords and doing operators. So in this PowerPoint presentation, I mainly focus discussing about keywords and operators. Under operators, we have a few types of operators to discuss. So I mainly focus the arithmetic and logical operators. So let's start with the lesson objectives. At the end of this lesson, you will be able to understand what are keywords and what are operators we use in codes. So when it comes to keywords, these are the words given from the language. As you all know, we are using Java. We are practicing Java. So here we use some words. Those are very uh, stable words in this language. Y'all have to write it as the way exactly gave from the language. So if they use all letters as simple, you have to follow the same thing when you write the code. Because Java is case sensitive. So whenever it is case sensitive, it treats upper cases, lower cases as completely different characters. Because of that, if you use capital words instead of simple, then definitely it will lead to an error. Same way, if you use simple for capital, then it will lead for errors. So how you understand whether to use capital or simple, you should have that practice. So in this PowerPoint presentation, I introduced that thing. And whenever you write codes, you can follow this thing. When you practice these codes again and again without additional effort, you can understand these keywords. So in this table, I have 4 types of keywords. I have categorized them into 4 categories: data types, flow control, modifiers, and others. So when it comes to data types, especially when we handle data in our code, we use something called data types. Our next lesson is that uh, for each and every data type, the language gave us words. So these are few examples: int, double, boolean, char. So if you all are working with integer type number, then you have to use int as the word. So if you capitalize the first letter, then it will lead to an error. Now you can see all these data types are simple except Boolean. In Boolean, the first character is capital. That is the nature. You have to follow that when you write these words. If you want, you can take a book and you can note down these words. And then we have something called flow control. In my lecture series, I will discuss about these flow controls. For these flow controls, we use words like if, else, for, why. So all these words are simple, so you have to write it exactly. You can see on the screen. And then we have something called modifiers. Modifier always tells us who access our code. If you use the word public, it will open to all, everyone. Like that, we have private, static, void. You can see all words are simple. So you have to write it in this way. And then some other words are there: new when you create a new object. Then we have a class when you create a class. Return, true, false. So those words should be written in the same way that you all can see on the screen. It's better you can note down this thing somewhere, because if you uh, incorrectly type a wrong word, then definitely it will lead to an error. So these are the keywords. These keywords gave from the language. That is why we should install Java. Whenever you install Java, it give you access to use these words. Right. So that's about keywords, and quickly we are moving to operators. So operators in the sense, these are special symbols that perform operations on variables and values. So when it comes to operators, students, we have basically two types. The two types are, we have arithmetic operators and then we have logical operators. So these are the basically two types of operators we have in this language. So if you check this thing, this is the operator. මේ operator කියන්නේ අපි මේ calculation එක හරි මොකක් හරි දේ කරන්න පාවිච්චි කරන symbol එක. දැන් මෙතන plus කියන්නේ operator එක. මේවා තමයි operands, values. මේ operation එක කරන්න ඔයා පාවිච්චි කරන values. මේක තමයි result එක. Right. So now I'm going to show you how to do small arithmetic operations with the help of these techniques. So in a programming language, you can do several arithmetic operators. You can do addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, modulus, those kind of things you can do. In maths also, we do these arithmetic operations. So addition in the sense you can add numbers. So here you can add one or more than numbers In subtraction, you reduce one value from the other value. In multiplication, you get the multiplied value. Division, you can divide one value from another value and you can give the answer. Modulus is remainder. So you divide one from another value and then you get the remainder. ඉතුරු ගාන ගන්නෙ. මොකක් හරි ගානක් තව ගානකින් බෙදලා ඉතුරු ගාන තමයි මේ remind එකේදී focus කරන්න. example එකක් විදිහට 5 divided by 2. ඔයාට එන question එක ඒක. 5 divided by 2. දැන් 5 කියන එක දෙකෙන් බෙදුවහම දෙකයි. දෙවරක් දෙක හතරයි ඉතුරු එකයි. දැන් ඔයා මෙන්න මේක කරොත් ඩිවිෂන් එක මෙන්න මේ සිම්බල් එක යූස් කරොත් ඔයාට ආන්සර් එක විදිහට එන්නේ මේක. හැබැයි මොඩියුලස් කියන එක යූස් කරොත් මේ percentage mark එක දැම්මොත් ඔයාට එන්නේ මේ උත්තරේ. ඉතුරු වෙන ගාන. සමහර තැන්වලදී අපිට ඉතුරු වෙන ගාන focus කරන්න වෙනවා. So for those kind of things, you can use modulus. So these are the basic operations we do, arithmetic operations we do in this platform. So I have gave you some examples. These are the results. So you can do the same thing using your Notepad++. So I will show you how to do that. You can do with me. So you can open Notepad++. Right? I ask you to minimize that and open a new file. Go to File, click on New, go to File, again Save As, because before we start coding and all, we should save. Then go to Documents, then select Java, and here I'm going to save the file. Type second Java program. And from here, you can expand this and you can change the file to Java source file and then click on Save. Right? Then we can start the work. Class. You can see all letters are simple because I know this is a keyword. This is the way I should write this thing. And then keep a small space and go to File, Save As, copy your file name because I told you you have to use the same name for the file and the class. You can paste it here, then open curly brackets, and now I'm going to write the main method. These two are compulsory. Without the class, without the main method, you can't write a code. Before you write the code, you have to start the class and start the method. Inside that, you have to write the code. So this is your class. Inside that, we write the main method. Public, static, void, main. And then string args. Right. Then you save the code. So you know how to do up to this point. So this is a keyword, sorry. This is a keyword. This given by the language. So this name given by us. And then the word public, static, void, main, string, args, all these are keywords given from the language. So you have to write it exactly the way I wrote it here. So in the word string, S should be capital. Right. So now what we are going to do, students, we are going to do a small calculation. So now try to do a few calculations with me. So I'm going to do this thing inside the print statement. System dot out print ln. So you know what is this. In the previous example also we tried. If you want to pass something to the screen, we have to write this thing. Whatever the thing, we have to write inside these round brackets. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a small calculation. How to do that? Let's take 5 plus 2, my very first calculation. And then again for the next thing, 4 minus 2. Then 5 multiplied by 2. Mm, 6 divided by 4. 6 modulus 4. Then it will give you the remainder. Done. So now you may have that question, why you didn't put double quotations here? No, we can't put double quotations. If you write double quotations, then it will print exactly this thing. So whenever your computer sees double quotation, it doesn't check the content. It just print whatever the content has inside these double quotations. Here we no need to put double quotation because we want to do a small calculation. So your computer is capable to understand numbers and these operators. Then your computer can automatically do the calculation and it will replace the answer instead of this. So now save this thing and then open your command prompt. So if you close the command prompt in the previous activity, type cd and then space, open your Java folder. It is in the documents. Uh, right, this. Open this Java folder. From here, you can copy the path. So once you copied the path, you can see the path like this and then press enter. Right. So now we are going to check the output. So in order to check the output, we have two things to do. What are the two things? Write Java C because first we are going to compile the code. Keep a space and then copy your class name from here because to check the output, we have to give the file name here. And then Java, again the class name and press enter. So now you can see the answers. See, it's very nice. Your computer did the calculation part and gave you the output. 5 plus 2, it is 7. We can see 7 here. 4 minus 2, it is 2. 2 is here. 5 multiplied by 2, it is 10. 6 divided by 4, it is 1. 6 modulus 4, it is the remainder. Remainder is 2. When you divide 6 by 4, you get 2 as the remainder. So now I'm going to do a small modification in my code. Minimize the command prompt and then here I'm going to add double quotations here. So now let's see what would be the answer. Not for all, just for one. Again, after all changes, you have to do the compilation and interpretation. So you can compile the file and then execute the class. You can see here 5 plus 2. Now y'all can understand the difference between putting these double quotations and removing double quotations. So now you can do something like this. So I'm going to nicely show the output. First, before this operation, put these curly brackets. So I'm going to type the answer of 5 plus 2 is this. I'm going to add this thing before the answer. And then now what you can feel. So this is a text. This is a calculation. So these are two different things. So here you can type equal. I think it's equal. First we can check the output and then we can do this for all if this is working. I'm not sure whether it is equal or comma because these days I'm uh, learning 4 programming languages for 4 programs. So I'm confusing some commands, right? I think correct. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's 52. Okay, let's do something like this. I will explain later. First, I want to verify whether my output is correct. Yeah, exactly, it is correct. The answer of 5 plus 2 is 7. So now you can see the answer is very nice, very clear to understand instead of listing the answers like this. So you can nicely modify the way you're giving answer. So how I did that? I wanted to add a small sentence before this operation. So if it is a sentence, you should put double quotations. And then this is a calculation. So I have to separate that. That is why I put round brackets to this thing. And then these are two different things. So I put plus. Then it will add this to this. So now you can do the same thing. First put the double quotations. The answer of 4 minus 2 is space, and then you can, after this closing quotation, you can add plus. And you want to separate these two things, so you can add a bracket. Inside bracket you can put the uh, operation. So I'm going to do the same thing for all. Third thing, the answer of 5 multiply 2 is, the only thing you have to do is put a bracket here and here. 6 minus, I know you all need time. Wait, after this thing I will give you time. Right. So here the 6 is the value, modulus, and we have 4 here. Right. You can separate this using brackets. Right. So now save. Again, we are going to check the output. So Java C, compile the file, compile the class. See, the answer is very nice, very clear, easy to understand. The answer of 5 plus 2 is 7. The answer of 5 minus 2 is 2. The answer of 5 multiplied by 2 is 10. The answer of 6 divided by 4 is 1. The answer of 6 modulus 4 is 2. Very nice, very clear. So that is how you adjust this code to get this output. So now please try this thing, and at the same time, if you have any questions, if you have any errors, please ask those things from me. And I have put the code to the chat. You can check your code with my one. So now practice this thing. I will give you 5 minutes and then we can quickly start the next thing. Hope you all have done this. So this is how we do small arithmetic operations. So let's quickly go to the next slide because we have few more theories to do. So you can do this as a homework. You have to get the total marks of students just to add these two numbers and then you will get the answer. And now we are going to see the second operator. This is the basic type we were discussing about. It is logical operators. So whenever you have a situation to logically check, you can use these logical operators. These are the basic three logical operators we use: and, or, not. So if you want to show and, you have to write it this way. You have to write two and signs. If it is O, you have to write it this way. If you don't know what is this symbol, when you check your keyboard, it is in between delete and enter button. And then not. To show that not, we use the exclamation mark. So these are the logical operators we use when we do these things. And this is how it generate the result. So we have true from this side and from this side we have true, which means both sides are correct. If both sides are correct, then it will give true as the output. If one side is correct with this symbol, it will give false, because to give true as the output, it should check both and both should be true. And then we have this thing, we check either this or this. එක පැත්තක් හරි true නම් එයා true තමයි output එක විදියට දෙන්නේ. දැන් මෙතන not true කියන එක කියන්නේ. Not true කියන්නේ false කියන එක. So you can do this as a homework. So I'm gonna show you how this work. Right. So you can go to File, New, again File, Save As. So you're in the Java folder. Third, Java program. And then change the file type as Java source file. And then click on Save. Right. Class, you have to copy the file name. This is the file name. You can copy up to the file name and then paste it here. Open curly brackets and then write the main method. Public static void main within brackets string args. Right, so now we wrote the class and the main method. Now we can start the code. So here let's take system.out println, and I'm going to take 4 and 5. see whether this is working. I don't know whether I can do this without data types. Yeah. Right. So we can't do in this way. Yeah, so I will explain this with a small modification. You can no, if I expand this thing, this will complicate the code. So next day we can discuss this thing after data types, right? So we have, so you can keep this thing to discuss next week. So, so next day we will discuss the data types and I will do a small practical with that. Then after you can discuss how to use this comparison operator because to do this thing, I first want to explain about data types. Without explaining that data type, it's difficult to complete this thing, right? So I'm going to finish the today's session. Before that, I'm going to share the uh, PPT with you. Please try these codes and then come to the next week's session. If you have any issues, please raise. Then I can clarify your all issues.
Excuse me, madam.
Yes, yes, Janet.
මැඩම් ගේ සතියේ PPT එකක් ගන්න පුළුවන්ද?
ඔව් මම මේ දැන් ඒක අප්ලෝඩ් කරන ගමන් ඉන්නේ. දෙකම
Thank you, madam.
අප්ලෝඩ් කරා installing Java and keywords operators. PowerPoints දෙකම download කරලා තියාගන්න. Installing Java කියන PowerPoint එකේ තමයි මම Java install කරන්න ඕන විදිය Notepad++ install කරන්න විදිය indicate කරේ links include කරලා තියෙනවා. ඔයාට search කරලා හොයාගන්න බැරි නම් ඒක through යන්නත් පුළුවන්. Keywords and operators කියන්නේ මම දැන් practice කරපු codes දෙක keywords සහ operators වල අන්තිම එක අපිට කරන්න බෑ මොකද ඊට කලින් අපි data types තේරුම් ගන්න ඕනේ data types නැතුව කරන්න පුළුවන් හැබැයි code එක ටිකක් lengthy වෙනවා එතකොට ඔයගොල්ලෝ confuse වෙන හින්දා මම ඒක දැන් කරන්නේ නැහැ අපි next day එකේ data types කරලා ඊට පස්සේ මේක practice කරමු right so and I want to share the uh, what we call the attendance sheet. I have shared the attendance link as well. Please mark your attendance there. So, do you have any questions to clarify regarding practical things, theories, or whatever the thing? Do you have any questions? No, it seems everything clear. But when you start practicing these codes, definitely some issues can be happen. So please carefully check the code, write down the code, maintain a book or few papers to write these codes. Before the class, make sure to practice those codes and come, then it is easier for you to understand everything. So I'm not going to take much time because I'm also tired from we are discussing these materials from morning onwards. I don't know how you handle these 6 hours in a one day. For me, if I am the student, I will dead with this schedule. I'm really exhausted to do this kind of two sessions, especially 3 hours. I don't know. I never do this kind of thing, but institute, university wants to finish the code quickly. So for few badges, we are currently doing this thing. So if I have the time, I will do recording for practicals because we miss some time slots. So those things I will do a small tutor recording and I will send it through the coordinator. So that is why I take much time, give you breaks and give you the time to practice because I know you're exhausted with this pack schedule. That's fine because the main intention is finishing the course very quickly. That is what actually you also wanted, but we have to give the quality maximum input with that. Since we are finishing the course very quickly, I can't quickly do everything without giving you time and all. That is why I take time and give you the time. I give you the time to reset yourself and come back and do the things. So that is how I usually do. Whatever the thing I do, I want to give the maximum for students. That is my target. So if you all don't have any questions, we can wind up the
Madam,
session. Yes, any questions, Janit?
මැඩම් මේ අපිට විභාගේ කවද වගේ වේවිද මැඩම්?
දැන් අපි යන්නේ ඔයාගේ INT වල නම් අපි යන්නේ 5th week එක. මගේ ප්ලෑන් එකේට හැටියට මං හිතන්නේ 6th week වලින් INT ඉවර වෙන්න ඕනේ. එතකොට මේ මොඩියුල් එකට එහෙමුණොත් තව වීක්ස් දෙකක් ඇතුළත හෝ 3ක් ඇතුළත අපිට කන්ටෙන්ට් එක කම්ප්ලීට් කරන්න පුළුවන්. අර කියපු විදියට සති 6ක් 7ක් තමයි මැක්සිමම් ගන්නෙ. මොකද මේ මොඩියුල් එක අපි පටන් ගත්ත එක සතියක් පරක්කු වෙලා. එතකොට අරකට වඩා එක සතියක් කල් තියෙනවා. ඒ නිසා ඊට පස්සේ තමයි මං හිතන්නේ එක්සෑම් එක ෂෙඩියුල් කරන්නේ. මට ඒ ගැන මුකුත් අයිඩියා එකක් නැහැ. කෝඩිනේටර් තමයි ඒ ඔක්කොම ප්ලෑන් කරන්නේ. ඔයගොල්ලන්ට මුකුත් ඉන්ෆෝම් කළා නැද්ද CAT assignments mid exams?
නෑ මැඩම් අපිට තාම
මං
මොකක්වත් කරලා
හිතන්නේ
නැහැ.
කෝඩිනේටර් රීසන්ට්ලි මාරු වුණා. ඒක තමයි රීසන් එක අලුත් කෝඩිනේටර් කෙනෙක් වෙන්න ඇති ඉන්නේ. මාත් එක්කත් ඒ ගැන ලොකුට ඩිස්කස් කරේ නැහැ. මං එහෙම වුණොත් අද එයාට කෝල් එකක් අරගෙන මිඩ් එක්සෑම් එකට කොහොමත් රෙඩි වෙලා එන්න INT එකේ next week එක. අපි ඊළඟ සතියේ එහෙම වුණොත් ඒ කියන්නේ මං කියන්නේ මේන සතියේ නෙමෙයි ඊට පස්සේ සතියේ OOP එකේ මිඩ් එක ප්ලෑන් කරමු. ඒ විදිහට කළා එක්සෑම්ස් මං හිතන්නේ ඊට පස්සේ කොහොමද ෂෙඩියුල් කරන්නේ මම ඒ ඩීටේල්ස් උත් අහලා next week එකේ overall plan එක අප්ඩේට් කරන්න. right?
thank you very much මැඩම්.
right. ඔයගොල්ලෝ exhausted නැද්ද මේ පැය හයක් කරන එක? අමාරු නැද්ද? කොහොම හරි කරනවා ඉක්මනට ඉවර කරගන්න ඕන හින්දා. එහෙමද?
අනේ නෑ මැඩම්.
ඔයාට නම් හරි අමාරුයි මේ පැය හයක් ළමයිට උගන්වනවා කියන එක. මේ
මැඩම් ලොකු කැපකිරීමක් මැඩම් කරන්න ගොඩාක් ස්තුතියි අපි වෙනුවෙන් කරන කැපකිරීම.
නෑ එහෙම thank you එහෙම ඕන නෑ ඇත්තටම ඒක මගේ ඩියුටි එක මම අර කිව්වේ නිකන් ඉතින් හරි කම්මැලි පැය හයක් කරන්න මේ අර 2 hour sessions වගේ නම් ඒක ටිකක් interesting 2 hour 4 hours නේ සාමාන්‍යයෙන් මම දවසට පැය දෙකක් වගේ ගන්නෙ ඒ වුණාට කෝඩිනේටර් කියනවා මේ දෙකම ඉවර කරන්න කියලා ඒ හින්දා ඉතින් අපි පැය 3 ස්ලොට් එකට යමු කොහොම හරි INT වල නම් අපි කරිකියුලම් එක ෆිනිෂ් ඉවරයි මොකද ෆන්ඩමෙන්ටල්ස් ටික තමයි කවර් කරන්න තියෙන්නේ. අපි ඔක්කොම ටික ඉවර කරලා තියෙන්නේ. අපිට තව සතියක් තියෙනවා. අපි ඒකේ ප්ලෑන් කරමු මොකද කරන්න කියලා. ප්‍රෝග්‍රෑමින් වල නම් ඉතින් තව 10 weeks තිබ්බත් අපිට කරන්න දේවල් තියෙනවා. මම ලෙක්චර් එක ඇතුලේ පුළුවන් උපරිම කරන්නම්. ඔයාලට තව ඇඩිෂනල් ප්‍රැක්ටිස් වෙන්න දේවල් මම මොන හරි රෙකෝඩින් එකක් වගේ කරලා එහෙම වුණොත් එවන්නම්. එතකොට ඔයගලන්ට රිෆර් කරලා තව ඇඩිෂනලි එක තේරුම් ගන්න පුළුවන්. So that is how I plan to do. Thank you so much for paying attention and coming for lectures. I really appreciate that thing because I'm doing visiting lectures for several universities, and you are the one, you are the students who are always engaging and keeping track with me. I really appreciate that for being very active students. So then with this, I'm going to finish the today's session. Make sure to keep all PPTs with you. Practice these codes. If you don't have a desktop, write these things in a piece of paper and understand, because for the final exam for OOP, I will give you both theory and practical. Final exam එකට අපි theory වලිනුත් questions අහනවා, practical කරන්නත් තියෙනවා. practical කියන්නේ computer එකක් අරන් යන්න ඕනේ නෑ. ඔයාට paper එකේ code එක ලියන්න ඕනේ. දැන් paper එකේ code එක ලියන එක හරි අමාරුයි. මොකද ඔක්කොම මතක තියාගන්න එපායි. ඒක practice එකෙන් තමයි ඔළුවට එන්නේ. හැබැයි කලින් badges කීපයකට මම කරා. ඒගොල්ලෝ ලස්සන්ට answers ලියලා full marks ගත්තා. ඔයගලන්ටත් පුළුවන් මම දන්නවා. ඒ නිසා මේ ඒ විදිහට පොඩක් රෙඩි වෙන්න මේ කරන කෝඩ් එක ඔයා කොලයක ලියන්න. නිකන් ඔය පාවිච්චි කරන්න ඇති පත්තර කොලයක් මොකක් හරි කොලයක් අරගෙන කෝඩ් එක ලියන්න. එතකොට ඔයාට මතක හිටිනවා මෙහෙම තමයි කරන්නේ, මේක තමයි පැටර්න් එක කියලා. පැටර්න් එක අන්ඩර්ස්ටෑන්ඩ් කරගත්තාම ඊටු ටික හරිම ලේසියෙන් හැන්ඩල් කරගන්න පුළුවන්. right. So, with this, I'm going to end the session. No more discussions. Thank you for coming and have a nice week for all of you. See you all in the next week. Goodbye and see you.
Goodbye, madam.